All right, I do believe that it's about time that we get started. Welcome to the stream if you are here. If you are not here, you are still welcome, as always. Today is a wonderful Wednesday in which we have wonderful, just magical music playing while I unfortunately say that I fucked up.
Not again.
No,
Oh
not
god.
again. Well, I mean, okay, the same fuck up that you discovered like last night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, turns out that for well, because my hotkeys, like I had to put my hotkeys somewhere, I decided to put them on my numpad. This has been a constant problem. It just so happened that unfortunately, last time we were playing, I used my numpad to put in a 19, and while the 1 didn't do anything, the 9 muted everybody except for me without switching the
Okay, it was
screen, so I
combat.
didn't know. Um, but anywho,
Huh.
because of that, like I was I guess I went full schizophrenic for like the last hour and a half of of the uh of the session, which was mostly combat, a tiny bit of narrative, in which again I was talking to myself and other people's mouths were just moving. But I've
I'm even
changed
more
that.
glad that I ended it when I did.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, that's a good
Uh,
point.
but because of that, the VOD has its problems, and now that I've moved them, I hopefully won't have that problem anymore. I can use my numpad finally without issue, and we're just gonna have a good time and not have problems. So, with that out of the way, let us continue with our third session of the problem with goblins. You want to give us a rundown of what, uh, kind of reminder of what happened?
Oh, absolutely. So, previously on the problem with goblins, you had come up on the sleepy village of Greenbrook. You had had a wonderful time meeting all the locals, making some friends, and unfortunately making some enemies as you tried to leave the village to seek out the goblins in order to get to the bottom of the goings-on. A certain group of village ne'er-do-wells had stolen your new friend Barnaby Burton, expert on goblins, satchel, and you had to fight to get it back. The fight was a rousing success, big hits taken on either side, but ultimately you were able to escape with the satchel thanks to Levi breaking the sound barrier, and you escaped into the forest, whereupon Barnaby demonstrated one of the idiosyncrasies that he'd been discovering about the goblin traps within the forest. Namely, that they are set for smaller victims than goblin traps usually are. And with the sun starting to sink lower into the horizon, you made way for the goblin village. Now, I do want to ask, how are you guys taking this forest trip? Are you being sneaky about it? Are you conversing merrily? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, I would imagine, I think it'd probably be a good idea to be sneaky considering, there's been all kinds of funky stuff going on in the forest, in the village. Uh,
Mm.
so, I mean, we might want to stay kind of quiet and keep our eyes open.
Yeah, I would kind of think we'd be following Barnaby's lead.
Yeah, I personally like whatever like vibe Barnaby is setting with this. I'm gonna try my best to match him and just generally keep an eye out for traps, especially seeing as how they can specifically affect me.
Absolutely. They can affect all of you. The sort of makeshift snare that snapped up has enough force to hurt anybody, regardless of how big they are. But yeah, you are not as safe in this forest as you might have been once upon a time. I will say, for Barnaby's part, his traversal through the forest can only be described as blundering. He knows where he wants to go, and he is going there, and hang the consequences. You can tell, goblin expert or not, field work has never really been the kind of thing that he's had to worry about being in danger during.
Honestly, I do respect it. I mean, he has a focus. The man of focus. Isn't that right, Barnaby?
Pardon, what was that?
Never mind. Just keep being the best you.
Righto. And he carries on. And it's not long. I'd say really late afternoon, going into evening, when you stumble upon, well, not stumble upon really, Barnaby stumbles upon it. The
Barnaby
rest of
does.
you are doing it with a degree of more competence.
I stumble a little bit.
A small, almost makeshift village in the woods. A few things stick out to your eyes right away. First of all, you see a few ramshackle, almost derelict fence parts around the perimeter of it. You see a few tents. There are a couple of goblins going hither and thither. You see one specifically trying desperately to nail some pieces of wood together, while another sits meditating by a fire.
I dare say. Goblin seems to be having a problem.
Yes, I concur. Perhaps we should speak to them, get the hubbub. Now, before we go in, has anyone here dealt with goblins before?
A little bit. Mostly, the occasional ne'er-do-well. Nothing too crazy though. Basically the same riffraff that you would find in any other city.
Ah, yes, the city goblins. Well, I will tell you now that, like most members of an urban population, goblins in the city tend to be a little less connected to their roots than the goblins we're going to speak to. It shouldn't be a problem. I'm happy to be the ambassador. But there is one thing you must understand above all else. To a goblin, shortening their name is the most grave insult you can give them. If you are to say a goblin's name, you must say the whole thing. Is that understood?
No nicknames. Got it.
Right. Right then.
Okay
Yep.
then. How would you like to approach the goblins? Barnaby will go ahead, but will also accept if you guys want to do something different. Of course. You are the heroes here.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm not. I'm not gonna be the one to, start the conversation at the very least. Uh, Especially since like Mac, if he starts the conversation, he's probably going to immediately go into like interrogation mode.
I mean,
Just trying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm fully ready to just let the expert do his thing.
I see I've
Unless,
written myself into a corner here as a DM.
un,
Wonderful.
I was gonna say unless Levi wants to like just come in with a grand entrance.
Um,
I
Worry
mean,
not,
you would
goblins. Your heroes
understand.
have arrived.
Levi, I will say you would understand the importance of a good first impression. If there's
That I
anything you would
would.
like to do to bolster the impression you might be giving, by all means.
Let me check my sheet.
This wouldn't be really something on your sheet. It would just be
Oh, okay. I don't know if it was like roll for if I can.
I mean, you're probably gonna roll for something, to like,
if you would
help
like to,
if you would
yes.
like to, but
Can I
otherwise,
like here
it's
we
all character.
if we're like approaching a specific goblin, could I try to like I don't know get a read on that
Sure.
on that little
And
guy?
I will say Barnaby seems to be making way for the goblin meditating by the fire.
That seems fair, assuming that they don't mind being bothered. Okay, yeah. Then
Would you like to get a
can
read on that goblin?
I would love to try to get a read on that gob.
All right, go ahead, hit me with a read person. It'll be we'll call it an intuition test
Okay.
with +2 if you have read person. Oh dear.
Not too bad. That's
All right.
normal +2.
Yeah, before it popped up in chat, I just saw a 0 and a 1
Yeah.
pop
Mhm.
up, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
no.
it gets me every time
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Well, the
Okay.
weird thing is, it is 2d10s rather than a d100, and I forget
Ooh, excuse
that
me.
0 is really good to get. But yeah, I will say, while you're not well versed in reading goblins, you can see that this goblin in particular, while they seem serene on the outside, they are troubled. You can tell there's a classic furrowed brow, a slight lip movement with their eyes closed, as if they're going over things in their head. They've got something on their mind. And as you're thinking this, and you get closer without opening their eyes, the goblin next to the fire says, "Hang, travelers."
Hello there. Nice one. Welcome. How's it going with you over here?
Ill, I'm sorry to say.
And I'm sorry to hear.
What kind of ill?
They kind of look over, surveying. As you get further into the village, you can see some of the tents are torn, ripped. There are tools and weapons strewn about. And I'll say, Mac, a little voice in your head points out there are spots where the mud and the grass have a dark red stain on them.
As I look around before he before he responds, I'll let out a heavy sigh. Would have attacked.
The goblin slowly nods. Frequently, the past moons have been regularly raided.
Uh, I
Has
will
it hit your village as well?
I will actually motion real quick, like as if I'm kind of asking if it's okay if I sit down next to the fire with.
They just kind of nod towards where you're motioning as acceptance.
I do sit down and kind
Approval.
of motion for the others if they want to.
Yeah.
Barnaby looks impressed and sits next to you. He seems like he's gone almost full observation mode. Like he's more interested in how this pans out. But you can tell he's got his head on a swivel waiting for any potential faux pas to swiftly swoop in and help correct.
Um, I will say, well, unfortunately, it does not seem like the nearby village has had attacks. However, we have had some ill happen with them as well. I dare say that a child had unfortunately fallen into a recently set trap, and a couple of people have gone missing.
As you're saying this, the goblin starts slowly nodding. We have heard the screaming in the night. Terribly sorry to hear about the child. I shall speak with Snap of a Fallen Branch. See what we can do. But we, I believe, share the same enemy.
That is what I was hoping to speak with you all about. We thankfully did have some assistance in finding this village, and I will motion over to Barnaby. Uh, Barnaby Burton claims to know a lot about your culture, and he has been a great boon to us in finding you and helping to better understand your situation.
You see, with that, Barnaby says something in Svetch to the goblin. The goblin kind of smiles, lets out a light chuckle. Well, if we are introducing ourselves, my name is Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. I am the elder of this village. You have unfortunately found us during hard times. And you hear them sort of call out, and you can see a goblin coming out from one of the tents, carrying a little plate of roasted game, filleted fish, and foraged herbs and mushrooms. We will give what we can to our honored guests.
Greatly appreciate it. And I do hope that by working together, we can solve both of our problems. Kill two birds with one stone, as it were. It is a pleasure to meet you. Because through bare trees blows the wind.
The elder nods. That's
I
it.
I am McNamara Trusier, and I
And
do
with
hope
that,
that my companions also are not too much of a problem.
the goblin looks over to Theen expectantly.
Yes, my name is Theme Canonet. I'm very glad the old barn here brought us out to meet you.
As you say, old barn, the goblin quickly looks over to Barnaby, and then his expression softens for a moment when he realizes Barnaby didn't react to it. And then look over to Levi.
Hello, through bare trees, blows to win. My name is Leviticus Athan. Strange as it may seem to you, please shorten it. My go by Levi, I do. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Pleasure as well, Levi.
I acknowledge that was hard for you, and I appreciate the effort.
You come armed, I see.
Well, when we heard that there was problems going on in the forest, I assure you that we did not come armed to cause any harm to you or your people, so long as, of course, they were welcomed uh, as allies. We do,
Didn't think
however,
that. Were you gonna harm us? What? No, no.
we were, of
Carry on.
course,
Sorry to interrupt.
hoping that whatever problem there was, we were prepared to assist in any way.
Really hope you can. The forest has met two blights in recent moons.
Ooh,
The first, indeed, the first, a great beast that kills without mercy and devours all in its wake. The second, following shortly behind it, a plague of rats. We have managed to keep the beast from our village thus far. But the rats, they vex us.
I'll kind of look over at Barnaby for a second. They pretty big rats.
Go ahead and give me, since you seem to be taking the lead on this. Actually, you know what? Everyone, give me a reason test, if you would. We're gonna do a group test. You're all working together on this, trying to reach a certain
Oof.
level.
Okay. Are we allowed to provide any lore, like any skills or anything in this, or no?
You are if you have one that you think would apply. That
Would
goes
the
for you too, Levi.
would the
Oh
lore
shit, yeah.
skill nature apply to this? Like trying to recall anything that I might know about nature and like what may happen like out here in the woods.
Absolutely.
All right. Case then reason +2 for this.
All right. Ooh, 18. That's a strong success. Levi, did you have any skills you wanted to add?
I think the only I don't know. I have culture as a lore skill. I don't know if that's really.
This isn't really a culture thing.
Yeah, I didn't think so much.
All right. So, Mac, you're the first to kind of connect the dot here. The dot being the word rats. Um, you've dealt with something like this before, not in nature, but in fact in the city. What the elder is probably talking about, what through bare trees blows the wind is referring to, is likely Raiden whites. They are an ancestry of essentially rat men. Um, Thien, I'll say you know something about them in particular. They have very strong powers of suggestion that they tend to
Hmm.
use. Whereas goblins like to
Ah,
use trickery and deftness, Raiden whites are more likely to almost hypnotize you to get an upper hand.
ah, I know of these monsters. They have a way of playing with your mind.
As the realization hits me, like just my face just kind of sinks, and I'm like, oh, dealt with a few of these in the city as well.
Yeah, I will
And
say,
it's
Matt,
nasty.
your interactions with Raiden Whites have been mixed. They're not a terrible group altogether. Some of them like to, just play music in taverns. Doesn't sound good to you, but some people like that. But yeah, when they get nasty, they get nasty.
Group of red and whites set on a goal, no matter how terrible it can be. Are they're not they're not good interacting with. And you've been dealing with red and whites for how long?
And through bare trees blows the wind, kind of thinks for a moment. You can tell they're doing some sort of mental calendar conversions. Since last the moon was full.
I'll try to also do some mental calculations on this. Probably get it wrong. Ah, I understand.
You remember the moon being full a little while back. You think there's another one probably coming up pretty soon, so it's like, I don't know, probably about a month, roughly.
It's been a fortnight
So,
Two of them,
or
in
two
fact.
fortnights. Yeah, two
so in
fortnights.
that case, you've been dealing with them for so long. Why is it now starting to affect the village? Because it's from our understanding that the nearby village is their problems have been very recent, like what within the past week, uh, within the last few moons.
You see through bare trees blows the wind, kind of like straightens up their posture. Their face lights up, and a proud smile starts to spread across their lips. We are good warriors. We have held them off quite a while, and though you see us in this sorry state, dwindled as we are by their constant raids, we have done our best to purge the forest of their evil.
I dare say that you've been doing a great job. Thank you for your efforts. I do wish that they were more known to the villagers, as unfortunately they do not know of these recent bans.
The elder kind of just shrugs. These are the things for the people of the forest. Your kind rarely dabble in such matters lest it affects them directly. I did not expect any help until it began to.
Well,
And oh, go ahead.
um, if you were gonna say something, go ahead.
Bit of a scene change if you want to get anything else out.
I was just going to say that the I'm glad that we came along with them. If there's like a scene change to like telling a tale or anything like
Um, Not quite that. It's about this time you see running out of the woods a younger goblin dressed in dark, almost ranger clothing,
that. Okay?
and they run up to the elder, out of breath, and they just say, "Another attack. They they're coming again." And the elder has a grave face. And they look to the rest of you and say, if you truly mean to help, now is the time. We lack the warriors to repel another raid. I will do what I can to assist, but please.
We will help, but you keep yourself safe. You are already injured and clearly not in.
I will say the elder is not injured, just
I,
real old.
no, I'm more talking about like clearly have
Oh,
yeah, the
right.
village itself has been damaged clearly.
You see the little one pipe up. Please, please let me fight. I can help. We're not free warriors. I can do this. Stop, Light of the Thunderstorm. You have not done the ritual. You are not ready to fight, and we have no one to help. And who you now know as Light of the Thunderstorm just kind of pulls out two little daggers and just pleads again. This is our darkest hour. You must let me fight. I can help. And through Bare Trees Blows the Winds has a heavy countenance. And at this you hear Barnaby speak up. If this one has not yet done the rite of Gobra, perhaps we could help with that. Excuse me for a moment. And he motions for the rest of you to kind of huddle away.
All right. I'll I'll follow. I'll follow with him, just kind of like keeping an eye on the younger goblin. I'm assuming he's just either like continuing to plead or just kind of watching us.
Well, you can see through Bare Trees Blows the Wind and Light of the Thunderstorm seem to be having an increasingly heated conversation in Svetch.
Is it time to actually do it right? Like what would we even need to do? Apparently they're being attacked right now.
Well, normally, when a young goblin seeks to take up the mantle of warrior, their first rite of passage is to spill the blood of a creature. However, they must do this under the tutelage of an already established warrior. Now, unfortunately, and Barnaby looks around the camp, it would seem that our little friend here does not have anyone to help them with this plight. However, I have seen other villages, and in dire times, while they can't forego the right entirely, they can bring an outsider to help be the young one's mentor, so to speak. I will tell you now, it is a very serious bond that you would be making if one of you takes this up. But they may prove quite useful in the coming battle. I've dealt with a band of Raiden Whites myself once or twice, and they are no joke. So
Well,
I'm gonna lay this out real quick
oh yeah,
for
no,
you
this is another
out of
partner,
character.
right?
This is a retainer.
Yep.
Now you can only have one retainer at a time. I'm not saying that Mac is unavailable to do this right, but Barnaby would be controlled by somebody else if he does. Otherwise, if somebody else wants a goblin retainer, Light of the Thunderstorm, you can do this. I'm going to go ahead and make Light of the Thunderstorm visible for everybody. so that you can see what they're dealing with here.
Oh, look at the guy. This is the guy.
Ah, let's see. Stabbity stab.
I don't see anything.
It should be under the
Under the
party.
party.
Oh, right.
Um,
Right then.
I will say Mac, for his part, will say that he is happy to assist in this if need be, but believes that it should definitely be up for discussion, and if either of you wants to assist in this, knowing that it is a much like bigger bond, um, he
That
might
would
be
be.
more inclined to assist you in the process. Do
I
either of
mean,
you
I
have
would be
interest in
willing
him?
to do it. Yeah.
Um,
So, Thene, you would like to?
Yeah. I can do it.
All right. In that case, the huddle breaks. Barnaby goes back to the other two. Their conversation seems to have somewhat died down while they were waiting for folks to act. You should be the owner of Light of the Thunderstorm now, for the token to be able to use that.
good
And you see
news.
Okay.
Barnaby. Pardon?
Go ahead.
All right. You see Barnaby go up and start speaking in Svetch to the goblins at length, and then through bare trees blows the wind, turns to Thene. Would you truly be willing to take Light of the Thunderstorm under your wing and show them the path of the warrior?
Yes. I would be willing to do that for him.
He has 4 arms. He's really good at being able to lead like multiple.
Then through bare trees blows the wind, turns over to the Light of the Thunderstorm. And you, would you accept this person as your mentor? And they barely have time to finish that before Light of the Thunderstorm just says yes, yes, yes. And you can see through bare trees blows the wind isn't very happy about this. But they motion for the two of you to stand either side of the fire that they were meditating in front of before.
All right. I'll walk over to one side of the fire and sit there, stand there
All right.
patiently.
Once you're both in position, through bare trees blows the wind starts chanting in Svetch. This appears to be a religious ceremony. And as they do, smoke from the fire rises up and splits in two, engulfing both you and Light of the Thunderstorm together. As you inhale the same smoke, you feel a connection. It's subtle. It's hard to really put any of your many fingers on, but you can feel something change within you. And you can see Light of the Thunderstorm's eyes start to widen as they are clearly feeling something similar. And with a few more words, the ceremony ends, The smoke escapes both of you, and the fire returns to normal. Through bare trees blows the wind, says, "It is done. You are entrusted with the life of Light of the Thunderstorm. In Light of the Thunderstorm, you as well are entrusted with the light of Thien Kanan. It may you find victory and survival. Hang. Now then, we must prepare. How far out were they?" And Light of the Thunderstorm says, not far at all. They could be here any minute. There were so many of them. Through bare trees blows the wind has a grave expression. And it looks at the rest of you. If you are truly here to defend us, then... And they cut off. Anyone who's been listening, with the sudden silence that envelops the village, you begin to hear a rustling, a snapping of twigs. Starts out very small at first, but it begins to spread throughout the woodline in the shadows of the trees from the dancing firelight.
I'm going to my big book, kind of pull it out and have it at the ready.
I'm going to look at Light of the Thunderstorm and say, Light of the Thunderstorm, please stay close to me. We'll battle together.
Light of the Thunderstorm gets a very determined look on their face, gives you a nod, pulls out their knives, and stands at the ready. And it's then you realize that this rustling is not coming from one side or the other. It's all around you.
Oh, holy cannoli butter!
Yeah.
And you hear the chittering of the rats. They are coming. Now then, who would like to roll initiative for the party?
Okay, I can do that. Let's see.
Got it.
Believe in you.
Okay.
It's just a D10.
What am I rolling? D10. Okay.
Yep, if you roll 6 or above, you guys go first. 5 or below, the rats go first. Oh! Well,
Ooh, that was a close one.
Light of the Thunderstorm is quick on their feet. And due to their warning, will allow you guys to go first. Now, this is a deployment zone. Anywhere in the green box you can choose to start. So feel free to move yourselves around to...
Okay, well, I'm definitely
Whatever you like.
going to be beside Light of the Thunderstorm. And maybe even potentially kind of in front.
Is
Oh.
that a wolf?
That is, one of the rats appears to be riding on one of the largest wolves you've probably ever seen.
Okay.
Jesus Christ!
so-
All right.
Before I make an actual decision on where I deploy, what are the rules of engagement for the fight? Like, what is our goal and
Yes.
any secondary objective? I do see that the elder
Absolutely.
is here.
The Elder is here. They have not had time to get to safety. I will say, one of your main goals is to protect the Elder. Let's bring up the actors. So, I will tell you right now, the Elder has a total of 10 stamina. so they are not very sturdy.
Hmm.
Actually, I can make this visible for everybody at least.
We start with 2 heroic resources, correct?
Yes.
Yes, except for Mac, who should start with 3.
Yes, because I had an extra rage from last time. I do have that mark.
Yes. And you do have 3 heroic tokens as a whole.
Yep, because I used one in the last fight, and we have not gained another one.
And also, it's a new session, so you started with 3.
Wait, we had 4 last time.
Yeah, because I didn't want to kill your hero token when you got it right at the end of the session.
Can I ask you this? With my knowledge on these creatures a little bit, do I happen to know if they might be sensitive to any energy type like cold, fire, lightning, or sonic?
You don't know of them being sensitive to anything in particular.
Well,
Okay.
Sorry, how many heroic resources are we supposed to start with again? 3?
Two.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys start with 2. I start with 1 extra because of the trap that I stepped in.
Oh, right. Okay.
But in that case, then, I will actually move here and instruct Barnaby to cover the southwest side for right now. We'll engage them based on where they approach.
Alright. Just gonna do that one again because I really liked it. It hasn't actually started yet. I think that's a fun getting set up song.
So, all of these, are they
Levi, you
all
happy with where
approaching
you
at the exact same time, or is this like a kind of staggered approach? Can we
They're
tell?
all coming. Obviously, they have to obey the rules of turn order, but they're all coming.
Jesus
Gonna be a lot.
Christ!
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell you,
Aw, rats.
anything anything that
Ha.
you see about 8 tokens of is a minion. You will be protecting through bare trees blows the wind. However, the rat riding the wolf and this big fella over here are both captains, we'll say.
Okay.
All right.
They seem to be in charge.
Well, in that case, then,
Levi, are you happy with where you are?
I think so. It's kind of my plan to try to go after Captain Wolfman here, and I think he's within range for
he's within 10
cutting
spaces for
sarcasm.
you.
Yeah,
Yes.
so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I like that I'm closer to.
Yeah, I'm
to
definitely
Beatrice.
holding my turn until things start to approach a little bit more. So, you guys with some range, do your thing.
Yep. One other thing I will say, you can have the through bare trees blows the wind can take a turn per round on any player's turn. You just choose when they're going to do that, but they can't do much more than move right now.
Thankfully, they're still at least crafty, so if we need them
Exactly.
to move, like they're not gonna provoke anything.
Exactly. As well, you do see they start chanting and trying to channel some things, though nothing's happening yet.
Hmm.
So,
Which ones are
I'm-
channeling things?
Just through bare trees blows the wind.
Oh, okay. I got you.
well,
I need to get my routine set up like immediately, right?
yes, set up your
Yeah, it's the
routine.
start of the round, so which routine would you like?
Well, no one. I don't think we're gonna need revitalizing limerick that soon. Blocking isn't really. I think I'm gonna do choreography. Give us Anyone
fuck.
within an aura 5 of me a +2 bonus to speed until the end of their turn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot one more thing. I
Yes.
keep forgetting things. They're like in my notes, and I'm like, oh.
Oh.
If you are adjacent to Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind when they take damage, you can use a free triggered action to take that damage instead.
Okay. So it is actually good to like keep them close by. That's okay. That's fine.
Potentially. It's a balance, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a balance. Hopefully it's not just they fucking get murked in the first enemy turn, but we'll see how
I
things
mean,
go.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah. I strategically, I think that it would be best uh to either have Levi take their turn so that things can start moving in a little bit, since Light of the Thunderstorm is a melee character. Or if Thane can bring things close enough, then it may be better to like let him pull things in naturally and get Light of the Thunderstorm kind of working.
You're
Like,
saying you want me to pull enemies closer?
well, that's what I'm saying. Like we have either have two options: either let them get closer by letting Levi take their turn first since they have range, or let you go first, but you're going to be focusing on bringing things closer so that Light of the Thunderstorm, your new Goblin companion, can actually do something because he's melee.
Yeah, and we want to kind of stay close, I would think, to the center. So yeah, I mean, I could try to bring some stuff closer and damage it at the same time, probably. So either way, I can
Start awakening
I can
again.
go first, or
It's between you two. I'm just like putting in my 2 cents on strategy.
Yeah. My thing again is I want to hit that wolf real bad because I have realized too that I can deal bleed, and I think that might be useful.
mm-hmm.
In that case, getting that early may be good.
Yeah, for sure. If you are able to reach the wolf now, then I say you should go first.
Yeah, their words are very pointed.
Heading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. I don't really feel the need to move anywhere. I feel safer
I do want to
closer
ask,
to
start of the round, what routine are you doing?
choreography.
Cool, thank you. Just wanted to
I put it in the chat as well.
Oh, did you? Wonderful. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of stat sheets up.
Yeah,
Carry on.
that's understandable. But yeah, it is choreography. So I think we should all have a +2 bonus to speed.
Bonus
Yep.
for this round.
Yeah. But like I said, I do not think that I want to move. So I just want to do cutting sarcasm on the wolf.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, see, we're getting the bad rolls out of the way early.
Yeah,
It's the
that's
warm
fine.
up.
So the wolf does take 5 damage,
It's
and
not
I can
nothing.
tell you, it does begin to bleed.
Oh, its presence is
Oh, does it?
less than 0. Okay.
Oh,
Yes, indeed, it was a good bleed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of don't know how to read the bleed stat. I just know that it is a possibility.
So basically, the P stands for presence. Each time that you see
Mm-hmm.
like a letter and then a less than symbol,
Right.
all that means is that that will take effect if their stat that is associated with, in this case, presence, P, is less than the number. It will just happen. Save
The
ends.
enemy stat. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Save
That
ends
makes sense.
basically just means that it will end when they make a save to end it, not at the end of their turn.
Sweet.
No, the save is made at the end of their turn. They
Yeah.
roll a d10, and it's similar to initiative. 6 or up, you're good.
Yeah, it just
5 or
doesn't.
less, carry on.
Yeah, it just doesn't naturally stop. Like there's just a chance that it will stop. Yeah, that's great. We also know that we can target its presence pretty safely if anybody has anything else that does that. So that's good.
Sweet. Okay, I'm still trying to, honest to God, remember, get my freaking reference sheet pulled up. Okay, so now it's maneuver time, baby.
Did you gain your drama at the beginning of your turn?
Oh shit! No, I did not. Okay, it's r/1d3
Slash roll space 1d.
slash roll. Okay, there we go.
1 drama,
Fantastic.
bringing you up to 3.
Right,
Those
right,
bad rolls
right.
out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. See, I'm telling you, you just wait, you just
Yeah.
wait and see. Okay. Um. Okay. I think I'm gonna go with dramatic monologue, which is this guy. This guy's he's 10 away from me, right? The 9 even.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna do dramatic monologue, and I think I will target him so that he takes a bane on his next power roll.
Wolf?
The wolf.
Alright.
Nice. Do you want to spend a drama to target another one, or just keep it at that?
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, that might not be the worst idea. Where's the other big meanie?
Well,
The, like,
there's
captain,
one
so to
that's
speak?
riding the wolf is a captain.
Oh, right.
And then
Okay.
also the this guy here, which is also 9 spaces away. So you can choose
Right,
him as
yes.
well.
Okay. If there are no objections, I think I'll go with the one that is on the wolf because I really do not fucking like that wolf, man.
All good. Yeah, go for it.
All right, then it shall be done. So I need to knock myself back down to 2 heroic resource.
Or you'll get your drama.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
yeah.
if
Which
you'd
I need
like,
to
you
keep
can
an eye
also
on as well.
move.
No, I think I feel better
Alright.
staying next to the elder here. Even though I
Excellent.
would have a...
Is there anything else you would like to or can do on your turn, or is that the end?
I think that is... I think that's the end. I don't know that there
Alright.
is anything else I can do.
No, probably not. Not a bad start, though. And with
I
that,
feel alright about that.
you
yeah.
hear this creature up here give a roar, and the ones wielding clubs go into motion alongside it. So first things first. Wait, how fast you motherfuckers? Alright, here we go. They start running in.
This song's fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, the fact that it kicked in like as they started just kind of moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized you said when there's 8 of them. There's only 6 of these ones.
Oh fuck, are there?
Yeah.
2 of them called out sick.
Wait, hold on, no, that's fine.
Also, I appear...
What happened
I
to
have...
you?
That's the fucking drink hidden head. Woohoo! Rat man.
There we go.
Yeah,
I
I don't know what the
fixed
fuck
it.
happened. I can't figure out how
I really
to
hope
make
I
it.
didn't accidentally do 6 of others. 1, 2, 3,
Levi took 1 turn, it's already
oh,
gotten tilted.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it was just those guys, and these guys are gonna come running
Yeah,
up.
try to move your character, like click and hold on them, and then shift scroll.
Oh fuck. Shift scroll, you say?
Yeah, I don't know how easy that's gonna be on the laptop. Oh,
Oh. Whoa.
Oh,
whoa!
Whoa.
and then they're going to give a kind of squeaky, admittedly, battle cry, and they are going to start charging forward.
Hmm.
I am not a fan of any of this.
You're in danger.
Oi.
Yeah. So they're then.
Oh,
as
not the
they-
other two here.
Oh god damn it! You're right. Man, running minions is hard.
You are like the kid.
Wait.
Oh my
that's
god!
like,
Wait.
you forgot
Hold
homework.
on. Is there? Okay. Well, there we go. Maybe that's where the. Maybe I did have 8, and the other ones are hiding somewhere. I don't think so, but there we go. All right. And then they're collectively going to buckler bash.
All right.
All right. So, Barnaby, Mac, Levi, Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind, Light of the Thunderstorm, and Thene Canonet are all going to take 2 damage and be taunted. Oh boy, this is going to be rough. Yeah, there's not a poison, so we're going to call that taunting. Here, oh fuck, this is... So... Yep. 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 Alright. Not a lot to keep track of at all.
All right. So I've taken my damage. So through bare trees blows the wind. Are we letting them take that 2 damage, or are you taking 4 damage instead, Levi?
Oh god.
Well, potentially,
Alternatively,
The,
Light of the Thunderstorm can take
yeah, Light of the Thunderstorm, because his stamina is pretty high. Yes, he starts with 30. He's down to 28 now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that might be better. I'm at 16 as it stands.
All right.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea.
Not a fantastic
flip
start for me, I do not believe.
I will
So Light of the
also.
Thunderstorm is taking Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind's damage.
Yeah, I'll
Sounds like him.
Alright.
put it on there.
Likewise, I will actually also be gaining 1 rage because it's the first time I took damage this round.
Alright, wonderful. Now then, I will say, let's see. You damaged you damaged you. Say you damaged you. You damaged you, you damaged you. Oh god. Alright, so,
If you're trying to like map out the taunting,
no, I'm trying to map out who takes the extra free strike damage. Because there are more minions than there are people for them to hit.
True.
Alright, I'm gonna say, Mac, you take an extra damage from the scrapper from this. And, Thene, you take an extra damage from a scrapper from this.
Okay.
And then also, everyone take 1 more damage. Because these rodents are ready. Including
What are
Through
they
Bare
ready
Trees
for?
Blows the Wind, unless somebody... to fuck you guys up.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Alright.
I don't think that they're ready for this, actually.
Does anyone want to take an additional damage from through Bear Trees Blows the Winds ready, Rodent?
You said he has 10.
Yeah, they've got 10 so far. Haven't been hurt yet.
It would just be one more damage.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
More
gonna
damage somewhere.
take me down to 14, but I kind of feel useless standing here if not, to be honest.
let's just give it to Light of the Thunderstorm.
All right. I
He can
mean,
handle it.
that also works. Yeah, it's their test.
Alright.
Yeah.
And then, after that forward charge, the big guy in the back is gonna start moving.
Oh, that big guy. Okay.
Yep, hello. Let's see here.
Good God.
I know, right?
Good God, yeah.
They're going to take a wild swing at you. They had to use their action in order to get up to you. So they're instead going to knock back Levi. Now I will say, everyone in this fight, all the rats, the wolf obviously is size 2, but all the rats are size 1S, so they're small.
Oops.
Levi, you get knocked into Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. You are both going to take 2 damage.
Damn. All right.
And that will be that.
I have a quick
Your
question.
turn.
When it comes
I've
to
got an
minions,
answer.
if like an area of effect would hit multiples of them, would the group take multiple instances of damage, or would it just be the one?
Yes.
Okay.
Every minion would take damage from the AoE, and then it would all go into their shared pool.
Okay. In that case, then, do you mind if I go? Because I have already built up enough to where I can guarantee I can do my 5 Rage Thunder Roar right now. And potentially hit a good chunk.
Yeah, go for it. Get him off of us. That's the priority, I think. If you
Okay.
think you
Yeah.
can deal a
Tain't
bunch
good
of
to be
damage
swarmed
to
by
all of them.
rats.
Sorry?
Tain't good to be swarmed by rats.
No.
Alright. In that case, then... Another question. Is there like a disengage, and if so, is that like a maneuver?
Disengage is a type of movement action you can do. It causes you to shift 1 square, but it uses up your movement.
Okay.
However, I will say, opportunity attacks only trigger if you try to leave adjacency from something, and they only use the free strikes, which you would know on these minions is 1. Since you've been hit by their free strikes quite a bit.
Okay. Ooh. I'm very tempted. Like, I have... Let's see, I have 6 speed. Ooh. 4, 5, 6. 6. Could potentially make a line that could hit 3 of these guys and the guy in the back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just risk it. All right. So yeah, I'm going to disengage from these 2 up here, like by starting like moving away.
Okay. You take 2 damage as they both free strike you.
All right. That puts me in winded, so that is going to give
Yeah, it is.
It's just barely puts me in winded. So
It's a D3 of
Ho, ho,
rage
ho.
for you.
yep. So that gives me,
And
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 that gives you
also,
drama as
yes.
well. So
it does indeed.
all right. So let's see. Roll
Damn.
1d3. I also have to roll my rage for the beginning of the turn as well. So
Yes.
I get 2 rage from the beginning, and an extra 2 rage from that. So that actually puts me up to 8 rage at the before I do anything else. So from there, 2,
Exciting.
3, 4, 5, 6 for my movement.
Mhm.
I am going to create a line 5 that can I like. Would I be? I don't know if I'd be able to shift that to be like going
Use
1,
a AoE
2.
line template and play with it. See what you can get.
Yeah, because I was wanting to basically shift the space that's hitting uh lightning. Basically like shift everything over. It would be closer to that though. Fuck.
Well, do you want to just hold on? You moved 1, 2, 3, 4. You could
Yeah,
move over there.
I moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to avoid another engagement, but there's nothing really stopping me from just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Would
take
that?
1 damage.
Yeah, I'd take another damage. Who cares?
These guys don't have big free strikes.
Yeah, and that would allow me to hit these 3 as well as the big guy.
All right.
So, whew, okay.
Basically coming like this, right? This one, this one, this one, and this one. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, actually, that would hit 5. Hell yeah. All right.
Wait, 5 of them.
It goes
Oh,
through a
you're.
square, right?
Oh wait.
It was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was this.
Oh yeah. So that would.
Like, if I shifted over 1 more, would that
got-
technically allow me to hit all 5?
Uh.
Because like that blue square that's lit up right in the middle, would that be able to be shifted over 1?
Yeah, sure. That sounds fun.
All right, even better. All right, there we go. In that case, then this is going to hit all 5 of them in that line.
All right.
I will do a thunder roar. And
Alright.
I'm going to immediately also use the surge that I gain from my primordial strength and pushing things to apply another 2 damage to that.
Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, so 11 times 5, right?
Yes.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah,
On the
yes.
on the guys?
Yes.
On the scrappers, 11 times 5?
Well, no. Oh, okay, no. It's 11 times 4 actually, because it's only hitting 4 scrappers.
Oh, good. So, okay, cool. 11 times 4. You roar. These scrappers all get bunched up into a rat ball that then flings directly into this guy.
Which funny thing actually about that. Another thing,
Uh-huh.
another special thing about Thunder Roar is that the targets are pushed 1 at a time, starting with the closest to me. So as they get pushed back, they're going to be pushed back into each other. Each one also taking like 4 stacking push damage from collapsing in.
Yo.
And can I be honest with you?
They're dead.
I mean, they were already dead. That's really cool. They were already dead.
I guess
Now
the
they're full
important
with
thing
style.
is that it's all going to stack on this guy.
I don't think it does stacking
No,
damage.
but like
Still
the
only
entire
gets
thing is
pushed
just like
4.
all of them are going to be kind of like pushed onto him, just like collapsing
Yeah.
into him. Just a bunch of corpses hitting him, just tagging, doing another 4 damage.
Yeah, he should
to
have
him.
to spend a turn like digging his way out, I think, of the corpse pile.
Unfortunately for our asset convention, they die. And you see with that, the other ones are visibly shaken, and they run the fuck off. Because yeah, that was that entire minion health pool.
That's fair.
Done.
Wow.
So those guys
Damn.
are gone.
So
Oh,
much for
fuck
taunted.
me. Okay, so this guy takes
It's
11
fantastic.
damage first. So we're gonna get that taken care of. So that, yes. Okay. Another 4 damage from the corpse being pushed into it. Unfortunately, it does all collapse into 4 damage at the end. However,
Still a cool
They-
way to take damage.
yeah.
Mhm.
They also end up getting pushed.
Now,
Away
what would
from
happen if like I push them into the fire? Like, could I only push them 2 instead and have them land in the fire?
Can I be honest with you? It's the same as pushing them past the fire, but if you want to land them in the fire, you know, it wouldn't be the same. Fuck it. Yeah, sure. So, they're pushed into the fire. I'm gonna do this one publicly. They take another 4 damage from
Wonderful.
the fire.
Now we're being attacked by flaming rat captain.
They are on. It is on fire now. Yes.
I don't want to
All right.
presume whether or not they were flaming before they arrived.
And that's your action. What would you like to use on your maneuver and the rest of your movement?
After
And
that,
Barnaby.
after that wonderful shout, I'm actually going to use my maneuver to just take a deep breath and use a recovery.
Oh wait, shit. Hold on.
Oh no!
Ah, fuck it.
What?
Nah, it's fine. Nah,
Please,
it's cool.
Please, what?
You're no longer taunted.
Oh
In
yeah,
fact, I guess
nobody.
none of you are taunted anymore because the thing that
Well,
taunted
there's
you is
nothing
gone.
to it.
Yeah, it's hard to be
Yes.
taunted when you
Yeah.
fucking murdered the hell out of
Taunt has been
your taunter.
secured. No,
It's
I
kinda-
was gonna say that should have gotten a double bane, but I'm just gonna say that you're rat racist and you can't tell one red and white scrapper from the other.
Wow.
Unless you couldn't tell that you weren't actually targeting the one that taunted you.
I mean,
Because
look.
it's not clear how taunts work on minions, and I like the idea that any of the minions will be fine for the taunt.
I mean, that's kind of what I figured. Since they have like a shared health pool, like one taunt is the same as any of them.
Kind of. I think rules as written, it is specifically the one that hit you, but that would have required a lot of admin on my end, so...
That's fair.
Anyway.
I did not realize they had a shared health pool. I feel much better about things.
Yeah,
with-
so the
with
thing
that
about minions is each one has a
consideration.
pretty small amount of health.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Any overkill damage you do kills other minions in the same squad.
That's fantastic. What a system.
Mm-hmm.
Minions are so fun. Because you can do shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
that was super
In
cool.
that case, I actually
Hell
have
yeah, dude.
another quick question, just because I want to get as silly with this as possible.
Oh, by all means.
As a triggered action, I could have technically used lines of force. Could like the first guy that was in the line, could I have actually changed his transfer of push to myself to push myself also in that line?
To what end? What are you trying to accomplish with it?
I'd basically just be like pushing myself back up here towards the guy, the captain.
Let me check lines of fucking force. Let's see, target somebody. Select a new target the same size or smaller within distance to be force moved instead. Turn that force movement. Instead. You become the source of the force movement. So yeah. Why not? And it gains a bonus equal to 2. So
I can move up to 6 spaces just.
yeah. Just from the force of your thing.
Christ.
And yeah.
Though then
I
I
wouldn't change anything about what just happened other than where you're going, so.
yeah, the only other thing that like playing devil's advocate with this, it does say that I become the source of the force movement. So how would that work if I'm force moving myself? Like, does it really
I'm tempted
matter?
to, s-
Or
I'm
do I like
tempted
push
to say
away?
in the future it fucking won't work, but Yeah, just
I'm
push yourself,
fine
I
with it
guess.
not working now. It's cool.
No, I want it to work this one time.
Okay,
Just in the same direction. Because you're doing it on yourself, you don't get to change the direction of
that's
the
fine.
first
In that case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just flying through all the corpses myself as well as they just pile up on him. I just come flying in after.
I like to imagine you just like yeeted them all, and then last second you just grabbed the closest scrapper and just let it fling yourself to.
Hmm.
Just fucking corpse surfing over here.
Oh man.
Don't forget, Barnaby still has to go.
Oh, I know. This is actually in preparation for Barnaby. Don't worry.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Um,
Mm.
because I am going to. I am still going to use catch my breath. So I'm gonna be using a recovery here. That's shit, 27. Third of 27. That's what? 12? No, that's not 12. What am I talking about?
It's
9.
yeah.
Go.
9 is your recovery value.
Okay. And Barnaby for his part. I guess seeing all this, like, as I'm catching my breath, I'm just gonna kind of motion him over. So he's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to use Chop, and it's going to gain an edge because he is adjacent to their mentor.
Wonderful.
So that is 13 plus 2. I forgot to apply the edge condition. My bad.
It's alright. Doesn't change what happens. 5 more damage.
And if he were to try to grab, would that
He doesn't. He's already used his movement and his action. Retainers don't get
Right,
as much
you're right.
action economy.
Yep. Alright. And that will be the end of my turn.
Alright. And here I thought you guys would struggle.
Hi, Clint.
Oh, good. Excellent song to have come on now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, don't be sorry. This is great. I want you guys to be successful. You're the heroes. The rat riding Piper. It's a red and white Piper is going to go. Now, how fast is that wolf? Well, okay. Really? Okay.
You're allowed to run the other direction. It's okay.
Just sends out a howl and starts
Howoo.
moving in. That's not very helpful. Excellent. Okay, so you can see the red and white Piper looks dead at Barnaby and starts screaming. It hurts your ears to hear, but it is pointed directly at Barnaby.
Weak.
All right. So, Barnaby is going to get pushed 1.
And remind me as well, like, we get 1 triggered action per turn, but we can't use them more than once a round.
You get 1 triggered action per round.
Per round, okay.
Yeah, you get as many free triggered actions as you would like.
Oh, fuck the triggered actions.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh wait, well it didn't matter. I should have had a Bane on that attack, but
Yeah.
it was weak anyway. So cool. However, the You can see, as denoted in Piercing Trill, the Brookser is bolstered by this. It
Okay.
seems more ready to fight, however small, than it was before.
Got a whole 2 extra health back. Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's stamina,
Look,
not
it
health.
counts. It counts.
Hey, every
Especially
bit,
when you're in a fire pit. Hey.
Hey, yo. And then at that... Oh, the Piper really can't. Oh, that's right. Got freaking other shit I can do. Man, I
Yeah.
should have done this before. There we go. All right. Oh, shit, really? Okay, well,
Yeah.
they're going to spend the malice they have gained.
Which is like how much balance do you have?
6.
You have 6 at the beginning.
Yeah. Because you guys got another victory. They're going to do Rat Race. And everyone is going to start moving in. Which maybe not the best idea here, but
I was just about to say, because if they learned anything from the last round, that it's a good thing for them to cluster.
well, the good news is they have learned a little bit from last round.
Oh, fantastic. What an intelligent species.
Well, those guys couldn't see, so they didn't learn quite as much.
That's fair.
Rats probably don't have very good vision, right?
I'm sure there's a reason they decided to attack at night. Boy, they sure are getting the most out of that freaking malice ability. They are moving in. Alright. Oh, no, not yet. Okay. And then, that will be the end of the Piper's turn, but at the end of their turn, they end up calling out to the wolf, who moves back. Alright, back to the heroes. It's down to Theen Canonet.
Alright
Light of the
then.
moon.
Okay. I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do any of these creatures have blades or armor? Anything reflective, really?
I mean, they've all got knives, but I will say they're kind of dingy at the moment. What did you have in mind?
Well, I have one of my heroic abilities is Optic Blast, and if when targeting an object with a solid reflective surface or a creature carrying or wearing such an object, like a mirror, unpainted metal shield, shiny metal plate armor, so forth, you can choose an additional target within 3 squares of the first target.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, their blades aren't quite shiny enough for that at the moment. If it were a little
Okay.
less specific in how it was describing what it needed, then yeah, but unfortunately it's not just any metal. It's got to be reflective metal. But I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll get a chance to use that.
Okay.
Don't forget, start of your turn,
So then
gain your
next.
heroic resource.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. So that is. Remind me one more time how I put it. Slash
Slash roll,
roll
space 1d3.
D3. Oh. Okay.
I will remind
that'll
you that
put
you
me-
can go into negative clarity as well.
Yeah, which actually makes me stronger, but I'm a little
Kind
weary
of.
to do
It
it.
has some downsides
Yeah.
to being strained.
Yeah. It's true. Okay, so primarily I'm going to use So let's say that this commander here, the one that's in the fire, if it were restrained in the fire, it would continue to take pretty bad fire damage, right?
Oh, absolutely. If it ends its turn in the fire, it's going to keep taking fire damage. I can tell you that for sure.
Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to use 3 clarity to use nothing exceeds my grasp. And all it says is be careful not to choke on your aspirations. But it will do either 5, 7, or 10 damage. And then if the might is lower than whatever number for the weak, normal, or strong, then it will slow them or restrain them.
Yeah, you can just click it if you want to do it, and it'll pop up what's happening.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
that's true.
roll.
See,
Also, hell of a
Wait, what
time.
happened?
This song always comes on perfectly, apparently.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We're gonna hold the red and white in the fire. I wanna see it burn!
You did very good on the music.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Quite thematic.
actually, I can't roll that one. Oh,
No,
well, I can
just-
put it there.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, there's no
hold on.
roll for it, I guess. Wait, yeah, there is, but
Yeah, click the other one. Click the other button.
There is no other one.
yeah,
there
there
isn't
isn't
one.
another one.
Oh,
Yeah.
did it get broken? No, but it has all the things on it. That's weird. Hold on. Ah, here we go. I think I see the problem. What are you? You are Reason.
Oh, you didn't
Mhm.
assign a.
Yeah, I have to do the thing. Don't worry, I got it. There, try it now.
Okay. Yep.
That's my bad. Some things fall through the
Come
cracks.
on. Ooh,
All right,
me like.
and you're doing it against
Okay.
this fellow here.
That's correct.
All right. So you see embers burst out of the fire as this Brookser just gets slammed into the ground. It's barely holding itself upright. And it is, let's see here. Unfortunately, it is holding itself upright.
Bummer.
However,
So
I will say, hero tokens can be used to gain surges, and surges can be used to increase potency. Increasing
Which
your
would
potency
mean
would basically, so you see where it says M less than
2?
2? It would
Yeah,
make that
it would
go
make
up
it
by
3.
1. And without giving too much away, that could make the difference.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, if everybody else is all right with that, I think this would be a good spot to use a hero token.
No, the hero tokens are all mine. All mine. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
All right, let me just
Do
double
it.
check, but I think it's a 1 to 2 conversion rate. One hero token gets you 2.
Yes, that's what you had said
Searches.
before. Is that it? Like that's what it was last time.
Yes, and it is still that because that was correct.
Oh, wonderful.
All right.
And is it a
So-
1-to-1 conversion for like one surge to up potency by 1?
Nope, 2 surges to increase potency by 1.
Okay.
Increasing
All
potency
right.
is a little bit more expensive, but 1 hero token gives you enough to do that if you so wish.
Whatever it's going to take to restrain him.
All right. So everybody go down to 2 hero tokens. You will gain 2 surges, and I'm assuming you're immediately using those to increase the potency, which will indeed cause it to be restrained within the fire.
Yes. Very nice.
Yeah.
This shit
Okay.
is so fucking dope.
All right. So then, that being done, I'm going to use a maneuver. I'm going to use. Hold on. Let me double check something. Melee 1. All right. Page 10. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna attempt. I think is I'm gonna use minor telekinesis. On this fella right here, closest to me.
This one?
And I'm
Oh,
going
right.
to. Oh, wait a second. Let's see. Make sure I can do this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to slide this creature into this creature.
All right.
Slam them together.
Okay. And minor telekinesis, it's slide 2, right?
Yeah, it's my reason score, which is 2. So yeah.
All right, perfect. So it goes 1, and they slam into each other, each taking 1 damage for the remaining forced movement. 2 total.
Nice.
All right. And would you like to use your
And-
action?
Yeah. I'm gonna move here, I believe.
All right. Protecting through bare trees blows the wind.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Light of the Thunderstorm is also...
Yes. So he might want to do some stabby, but I don't want him to get all surrounded.
Well, the good news is goblins are crafty, so you can move them in, stab, and then move them right back out.
Okay. Hold on. Let me pull up his sheet.
Yes, 5 speed,
Um.
which he can use to climb as well.
Yep, climb speed.
Huh. Do. Okay. So. All right, then let's just move him to this guy
Yep.
here, and give him a stabbity stab.
Absolutely.
All right, that would be well. I'll just roll it. Okay, not the greatest stabbity stab.
All right. You see a glint of metal coming out as quicker almost than the eye. Light of the Thunderstorm stabs into these guys. This Raiden White falls dead. The other one merely grazed.
Okay,
And
then I'll
he has
use
3
my
movement.
remaining 3 movement to 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. All right. Now we'll take it that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
The 2 minion turns, right?
You've got the wolf and the minions, yes. Yeah, they're not quite out yet. We're gonna have
It's alright. I'm fully expecting
yes.
to be able to do another Thunder Roar next turn.
I mean, at this
Wow,
rate, right?
really?
Like, you got your rage real quick.
Oh yeah, I did gain a clarity from force movement too.
Like I've still got 3 that I'm sitting on, so if I gain 2, which can easily come from just taking a damage next round before I go, and just then guaranteed 1 rage.
The
Hell,
wolf is going to leap into action. You can keep talking if you'd
I was
like.
gonna say I can actually guarantee it. Like I could take the first turn and just provoke an attack, like provoke a free strike, and then that would
Huh.
give me an extra rage, so I can guarantee getting 2 rage like at the beginning of my turn.
All right.
Very nice.
So the wolf is going to move here and is going to bite onto through Bare Trees Blows the Wind and Barnaby, not Levi.
It's gonna bite.
Actually,
Both
no, it
of
is
them?
going to do Levi because Levi was mean. I forgot about that.
True, Levi was mean. Sorry, Levi.
No, that's.
I'd been offended if I hadn't been tasted.
All right. So it is going to deal 6 damage to Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind and Levi. Unless somebody would like to not have Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind take 6 damage.
I would like to have him not take the damage, but I'm not close
Alright.
enough to determine that. So
Absolutely.
What is its health right now? He hasn't taken any damage
he's
yet,
taking
right?
2 damage.
Oh, he's taken 2, so he's at 8 out of 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
That 6 would put him like dangerously close to just chip damage killing him.
Yeah. Light of the thunderstorm, whatever's gonna take it.
All right. Light of the Thunderstorm proving that they are ready to be a warrior by throwing their body in the mouth of the wolf as it lashes out. And lest we forget, the wolf is going to pay for that action because they are bleeding. So the wolf takes 2 damage.
Very nice.
That's right, you shit.
Right. The wolf is then going to use a maneuver. Oh, that sounds fun. Wait, hold on. How far did I move the wolf? It was up here? Right.
If he moves,
I
can
was-
we? Is that our opportunity attacks allowed?
Only if they're leaving your adjacency.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you were like trying to move them back or not.
Wait.
No.
Wait a second. Can I know it's a little past what was happening, but I'd really like to be able to use my repel in that situation
Sure.
of
Oh.
the people taking 6 damage.
You pick
Sure,
one.
yeah.
Well, why don't we just say that it would be for the bear through bear.
Through Bare
What
Trees
is
Blows
it?
the Wind.
Yes, through bare trees blows the wind.
It,
Um,
don't insult them now.
right.
They'll turn on you.
Why don't we use it for him, and we'll see. Maybe
Or
light of the
Levi
force won't take.
actively bleeding out.
Oh yeah, how low are you?
7.
Yeah. 7.
Okay, so maybe we do need to change that because even after even after Light of the Thunderstorm took damage, I think he's at like 19. So, yeah, we'll just do it for Levi instead. See if we can half the damage.
All right. So
So,
Levi get 3 damage back.
3 stamina even.
Yeah, 3 stamina.
stamina.
Please don't give me damage back.
oh,
Oi!
The wolf is going to move up here. I'll fucking sort that Piper out. It's not going to trigger attacks of opportunity for everyone except for through bare trees blows the wind. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Wolf's gonna take a damage for that. Through bare trees blows it. Ain't gonna let that stand. And then, you, Mac,
Yes.
are going to get tossed. Now it's no longer, it's already used up the Bane for its turn, so it's not gonna have a Bane on this one. And, technically it is flanking you with the, guy, so it's actually going to get an edge on this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do your worst. But like, don't actually.
Ah!
Oh?
Yep,
The
I'm
wolf.
just loading up the edge on this attack.
Wait. Hold on. That's one of my triggered actions. Turnabout is fair play. I can target him to make the edge become a bane.
Alright, are you doing that?
Hell yeah.
Alright, so, you would think that the flanking would help the wolf, but apparently it's actually just making things harder for it. Here we go. Oh, come on, don't tell me I didn't do this one. Oh, it doesn't matter. Never mind, sorry. Scratch that, get your thing back. It's not even a rolled attack.
Wow.
It's tossing you... what's your name? Mac?
Mac.
Mac?
Mac. Yes.
What are we getting back?
It is. in
You
fact
didn't actually use your triggered action, it wasn't a rolled thing.
Oh shit. Alright, well.
It's going to leap you directly over the Brookser into the fire. Take a d6 of damage, please.
Oh
Make me
god,
roll my
Mac.
own damage.
I don't have to. I can roll it if you'd like.
Okay.
Okay, well, there you go. Take 3 damage as the fire licks at you.
Ah, this is what fire feels like. Ah, shit, this is what I've been doing to people. Oh my god.
And then this isn't actually moving. I'm just putting the thing back. This is going to be the end of the wolf's turn. I'm just there. And it's going to try to save against the bleeding. Which it does! The wolf is no longer bleeding.
And that did it take 2 more for? Does it only take
Oh.
the 2 for the?
Sorry,
first one,
no,
or-
you're right. It should have taken another d6 of damage for the maneuver it used, so it takes another damage. Thank you, good catch. Alright.
If only somebody caught me.
Oh, fuck. These guys should have gone when the Piper went, but oh well. We'll do it now.
Okay, we'll do it live.
Yeah. Sorry, also my headset's dying, which is not a great thing for that
Wow.
to happen.
Oh shit.
It's a shambles over here at Gizmo headquarters.
The shambles at rambles.
Man, remember when there were just 4 enemies? That was so easy to keep track of.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Wonder. Yeah. If only something could have been done about that.
What, and not give you guys the chance to just fucking wade through corpses of rats?
Well, so far we
Anyway,
haven't
it's
been
true.
given the opportunity.
That's, well, no, you have, just narratively, not tokenly.
Either way,
Yeah.
I was worried it was gonna end in catastrophe.
Uh,
Catastrophe?
Alright, so these guys are
Cat
gonna go
rats?
now.
You
Bam,
get it, cat rats.
bam,
Yeah.
Catastrophe.
bam,
It's totally cat rats in here, dude.
bam, bam,
Bam.
bam,
Bam.
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 That looks like
Hey.
8 of 'em. Wait, is there one missing? No. Yes, one's dead.
Yes.
One got killed by Light of the Thunderstorm.
Correct.
Alright, and now these guys are going to do their dagger dance. Oh man, I should have... Oh well. No, this is great. Now they are going to get an additional damage from this because they have their captain. Alright,
What's gonna hurt?
it is going to hurt. So, Barnaby, Levi, Light of the Thunderstorm, Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind, and Thene are all going to take 5 damage. Barnaby is going to take an additional damage, and Thene is going to take an additional 2 damage. And then, you're all going to take 1 more damage.
Now, when you say a damage, so like another 5 or just 1?
Just 1 more damage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, wait, hold on.
I forgot.
No, it's worse than that. 2 damage, in fact. Their free strike damage is more than the Scrappers was.
Oh my god.
So,
What
first,
are you doing to us?
First, this whole line of folks takes 5 damage each. Second, Barnaby takes 2 damage, and Thene takes 4 damage. Then,
Wait, is that in addition to what we already have done?
yes.
I might be dead.
If your health is at 0, you are dying, you are not dead.
Okay.
But like,
Because
okay,
the-
so this is him just recapping the amount of damage that's being done. So if you've
Yeah.
already
Okay.
marked your 5 damage, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Has everybody marked the initial 5 damage? Have we got that
Aye, aye,
locked in?
Captain.
Yeah.
Okay. Next,
Uh,
I would like...
5 damage has not been marked on Light of the Thunderstorm yet.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, let me do it.
But also, 5 damage has not been marked on Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. Is anybody else going to take that?
Well, Light of the Thunderstorm is at 14 after that attack. Okay, takes another 5, he'll be at 9. But it's probably better than the other one dying.
We definitely need some healing going into it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, okay. Light of the Thunderstorm will take it.
Okay. So Light of the
All right.
Thunderstorm's taking 10 total right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, Barnaby takes an additional 2 damage
Yep, I've already marked
after
that.
the 5. And Thene, you're going to take an additional 4 damage after the 5.
Yeah. I marked it.
Wonderful. Now, everybody who took 5 damage is going to take an additional 2 damage.
On top of the
From-
4?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's taking another 2 damage because of Ready Rodent. That's the Raiden White's thing. They all have it.
Okay.
Fuck.
I am at 1 stamina.
And that will include Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. So do you want them to just take the 2 damage?
I think they.
Yeah, they'll be taking that too.
Alright. They have taken that 2 damage. And that will be the end of their turn. The next minion group to go.
Rats. Rats.
Well, guys, it's been fun.
Yeah.
Here as we reach the end.
We got this. That'll be all right.
Well, once Mac just
uh,
has this rage explosion,
there we go.
well, maybe.
Jesus Christ. Um,
See, that
and
is hopefully not going to be a huge problem, but we'll see. See.
oh my God. Okay. My head is going fuzzy trying to figure this out. I think it's really just Thien, Light of the Thunderstorm. Oh wait, no. Levi's there could get hit. We'll see. I think it's
Yeah,
mostly
hey,
just
I'm
gonna
in
be
the
Thien, Light of the Thunderstorm, and Mac here.
midst.
Let's see what happens.
The midst,
Oh,
I
I
tell you.
forgot to fucking. Alright, hold on. Okay. So first things
Oh,
first.
great.
Thien, or well, here, Mac. I would like you to mark a total of 3 damage to start.
Okay.
Light of the Thunderstorm is going to mark 4 damage. And Thien, you're also going to mark 3 damage.
All right.
Okay. Wonderful. Now then. Mac, you're going to be slid into the Bruxer. So mark another 2 damage. And it will also take 2 more damage.
Alright.
Light of the Thunderstorm is going to be slid into Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 2 damage for Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. And go ahead and mark another 2 damage for, what's his face? Light of the Thunderstorm. And yeah, just for funsies, we're also going to slam Thien into Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. So that's another 2 damage for Through Bare Trees Blows the Wind. And for Thien as well.
What would that put through Bear Tree Flows the Wind?
That they're down to 2 damage right now. Or 2 health, 2 stamina. Ah.
All right. Well. All right.
And then, to finish off, they're gonna start backing off.
3 strikes.
Nope, they're shifting.
No!
Shifty bastards.
All right, and that will end their turn, and thus the round. First things first, start of a new round. Hey, Levi,
Revitalizing Limerick.
I thought you might.
Please God.
Okay, and the heroes are going to start, so what hero would like to take their turn?
So, like I said, I can guarantee that I can do another Thunder Roar. However, if I go, then the enemies will get a turn before you two can use a recovery. Mind, you can only choose 2 people to get a recovery. So, Light of the Thunderstorm cannot, like you cannot do all, like, you, both of you, and Light of the Thunderstorm, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want me to Thunder Roar and potentially take out another, like, big group of these minions, or would you prefer to take care of your health now? Keep in mind as well, to reach 0, you are dying, but you're not dead. You still have another half of your health bar, and you can still use, and despite being dying, you can use the recovery from Revitalizing Limerick still.
But you can't do anything but move until you recover and get above 0 stamina, right?
I mean,
You can
you
do a
can.
lot of things.
You just
When
take
you're dying, you're
damage.
considered bleeding. like how that wolf took a d6 of damage whenever it took an action or a maneuver, that would be the same for you, as well as any triggered actions you take.
And
Yeah.
that's it. I thought from before we talked about like when that happened to me, like I couldn't move.
You can move.
Or, I mean, not I couldn't move. That's all I could do was move.
No.
Well, that's all you can do for free.
Yeah, you may have you may have misunderstood or taken it like as like a really harsh punishment, which it is. But no, you can do anything that you want. It's just that if you do anything other than move, you're going to take a d6 of damage. And if you drop
I got you.
below like negative half your
you're-
health,
Yeah.
so basically you
You
have an
die.
extra 12 health, but you are bleeding if you are below 0, and you cannot choose to actively catch your breath. You have to have somebody else heal you either through aid or through the
There's a
revitalize.
heal action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can use a maneuver to drink your potion. That's not
Also
taking
true.
the catch breath maneuver. That's something else.
Ah.
Yeah, I will say your potions, your panaceas, you can use to either clear a condition on yourself, or to recover up to your recovery value with spending a recover.
Recover up to your recovery value, so 8.
Yeah,
If that's
it
your
would be 8 for
recovery
you.
value, then yeah.
What is it, like a third of
yeah,
your
it's
At
health?
1/3.
Yes.
Right?
Third of your total
Yeah.
health.
So you'd get what, 7?
Yeah.
Light of Thunder.
Well, I will say this. Thene has 2 stamina. Light of the Thunderstorm has 3 stamina. Through the bare trees of the forest, Wind has
You didn't
has
shorten
what,
it.
2
and
2
that's what
stamina or
matters.
3?
2.
Yeah. And Levi, you have 1?
Correct.
Yeah, so
We're not in good
we
shape
all
down
need
here, boys.
to probably, I don't know. I mean, it's prioritize healing or and then get like just swamped by the ones that are surrounding us still, or get rid
Well,
of some.
assuming that we can't get rid of them, if you know.
Yeah, if you have
If we're
the
dead.
means to like deal enough damage to them to like take them out, then yeah, like it should be fine. But I think that I'm the only one that actually has any proper AoE damage. So I am
Yeah.
the most effective at
Yeah.
taking out the minion.
The only thing that I could
Absolutely.
do, would be to use kinetic grip, and if I rolled strong, I could like push this bottom one 7 and push them that way. So maybe to deal damage to all 3, for 7. But yeah, definitely not as strong as your attack.
Yeah, no. mm,
But if we die, that's gonna make things more complicated. I mean, not die, but go lose all our stamina.
I mean, if you all die, that will be very interesting indeed.
I mean,
I do
Nah,
have
it's
a plan
probably not
for if
gonna
you
happen,
all
but-
die.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I will
Okay,
also say
good.
surrender is also an option. Always.
Yeah, I'll ultimately leave the decision up to you guys, but I am ready to, and I believe that I could, if not take out all the minions, I could very easily take out a massive chunk of them.
Honestly,
But
I'm. Uh,
So it's up to you guys if you want to heal and risk more damage, or if you want to try to clear them out a bit.
I'm kind of thinking that you're right, and I think it might be a safer bet to just try and minimize damage. I mean, I'm,
Now,
on
Do
the
you think you
fucking
can get rid
brink here,
of
but
enough of them?
one actual other quick question. Our NPC guys, if they get reduced to 0, do they also
die.
they just die outright?
They
Okay.
die.
Oh,
They
fuck.
don't get negative stamina.
Okay.
Well,
Well, we could try to prioritize saving them. Maybe I could take a turn, use revitalizing limerick on the 2 gobs.
Not now, guys.
yeah. I think that this is how Light of the Thunderstorm was meant to die.
Wow. God damn.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ. I was gonna have
Mons
Barnaby
wore
come
off
down
quick.
and like heal him, but okay.
No, he wants to die in battle. This is his thing.
I wanted to fight in battle, not die so much.
Alright. But am I going?
Oh fuck.
Yay or nay?
God damn.
Yeah, go ahead. That's my vote, I guess.
All
We'll
right.
hope for the best.
I'm so worried about our NPCs, but yeah, I mean,
I'm sure that it'll all turn out fine. All I need to do is roll 1d3 in order to gain rage at the beginning of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Get to 4. From there. Hold on.
I can't get over theme. Just fuck it. They're meant to die here.
Christ.
I mean,
I didn't think that so
Oh,
much
that's-
myself, but
Oh god, that's so funny.
I am going to risk it. I'm going to move up here. Is this out of the fire technically?
that is out of the fire. However,
Yes,
you
I'm
are
going to be taking freeze strike.
Yes, so you're going to be taking 4 damage from the wolf.
Okay.
And 3 damage from the piper, totaling 7.
Okay.
which one's the Piper?
The one on the
The
wolf.
one that's on the wolf? Okay.
Yep. Now, does a piper actually take up that specific space, or do they basically have like they share the space of the mount?
I believe they share the space of the mount.
That's what I thought, which
Makes
is
sense.
great because
Okay,
upon
if that's what makes it better, that's how we're gonna interpret it for now. So I'm just gonna.
yeah, because
There you go. Is that where you want them to be?
yes, because that
Right
does
on
gain
top of the
me
wolf's head.
my 5th rage, which will allow me to do my thunder roar. And I will be adding another 2 damage to that because I do get a surge from the first push while above 4 rage.
Alrighty. So that's 11 damage.
Yep, that's 11 damage across 2 of these guys.
Oh.
With
Well,
the
then-
addition of the 4 push into each of them, so that's another 8. So that's actually 30. That should be 30 damage in total against the little guys.
Excellent.
I'll get him out of
Their
there.
ranks are broken.
Huzzah! Oh!
Some of them just pass out. You're not even sure if anything happened. The Piper will, of course, take 11 damage as well.
There's still so many guys.
And then the wolf will take 11 damage.
There really is.
There's so many fucking guys, dude.
There's only 8 more minions.
That's so many guys.
Wait, yeah.
So past that, with pushes, technically this guy gets pushed first, so he's taking 4
right.
damage, and that
Wait,
would,
hold on,
I
gotta
guess,
do the
be into
11
the
damage
wolf.
on it. Yeah, it would be into the wolf. Well, actually, no, because it's restrained, so it's immune to forced movement.
Okay, it's immune to force movement.
Yeah. Tell you what, though, it's not immune to death.
Fair. Um, as for the wolf, I suppose, like, would the piper then just like technically they're elevated? They would just be thrown off of the wolf, or would they be thrown
So-
into the wolf?
No, what I think's going to happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it would take the piper with it. But then, well, here we'll start from down here, because since it's sharing a space. 2, 3, 4,
Wonderful.
as it falls to the ground. Not enough to deal damage to it, but
All right. And in that case, then I will then move. I'll use the rest of my movement to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use the fuck, heal is an action.
heal is an action. Catch breath is a maneuver. I will say, if you want to apply like your panacea to another person, that's a maneuver too.
Okay. I will give my panacea to Light of the Thunderstorm.
All right. Light of the Thunderstorm is going to regain 10 stamina.
How very
Assuming you're
kind.
doing- Well, yeah, there aren't any conditions to clear, so it must be.
I knew he'd survive this.
Barnaby
Fucking hell.
is then going to. I'm going to just shout to him that we need to protect the elder, and he's going to move 1 to here.
You hear him shout a Svetchian battle cry as he runs charging towards the wolf, blood in his eyes.
And he is going to chop chop. He's not going to have the edge from Mentor, but that's still 5 damage.
5 damage.
Yeah.
All right. And all right, that is the end of my turn.
All right. On to the enemies. And the Piper is actually going to go first.
I think you all can surrender too. I was told by God that you can surrender.
For some reason, they still have quite a bit of courage. Hey, remember that piercing trill you heard earlier, Mac?
Yeah. Give it to me.
It sounds even worse when it's directed at you.
Give it to me.
I did not just close that fucking character sheet. Fuck. Yeah. Alright, so you're going to take 7 sonic damage, if that matters.
It does. Not because I have like weakness or immunity, but because I am officially at -1. I am dying. How
All right.
dramatic.
Very dramatic indeed. It is then going to push you 3 spaces back.
Mm-mm-mm.
Following that up, oh, it's a bug, is going to run over here and use a maneuver to remount the wolf. Following that, it is going to take Euthene and slide you 2 spaces at the end of your turn.
At the end of my turn?
Sorry, no, at the end of its turn.
I gotcha.
Mabe. And that will be, as said, the end of its turn. Back to the heroes.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Heal,
What
heal,
are we
heal.
going to do?
Now, as it stands, I'll let you make your own decision, but I am open to giving some options here. Strategic advice as a
Well, I'm all for it, me personally.
Okay. So as it stands, since you have your revitalizing limerick already up, 2 people will be able to use a recovery. You can also use a recovery yourself by catching your breath as a maneuver while still doing your thing. So effectively, you can heal yourself and choose 2 other people to heal.
Right.
And still have your action to do something cool.
Yeah, so you effectively can
Yeah.
use this turn to heal 3 people, not just
But
2.
before you do any of that, roll a d3.
Ah, but of course. All right.
1 drama for you.
Fantastic. Well, that puts me up to 5. 5 drama.
Ah, ah, ah.
Yes. But no, yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Good healing. Yes, yes.
Very good.
It does have to be. They have to be within 5 spaces of me. So, which, I mean,
I believe that all of us are. Also,
Yeah.
Sure, we'll do it that way.
hey,
Okay,
have
cool,
you
cool.
updated the health of Light of the Thunderstorm? Because I'm still showing 3. When he's supposed to have 13.
No, how much did you give him? More? 10? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yoink.
So yeah. Okay. Well, that'll be the plan. That'll be the plan then. Okay. So, um, can I catch my breath first and just get that out of the way?
Yeah.
You probably should.
Okay.
I think revitalizing limerick might. Yeah,
Right.
revitalizing limerick triggers at the end of your turn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you
Okay,
take
so I'm
your
gonna catch
turn.
my breath. It's the same as spending a recovery, but without spending a recovery, so it puts
No,
me
you
back
do
up.
spend a recovery when
Spend
you
a
catch
recover
your
Yo,
when you
breath.
okay.
catch your breath.
Okay, okay. Alright. But okay, so I'm still
You
gaining
regain 1/3 of your
7.
max health.
So I'm up to 8 out of 21. Down to
Very cool.
5 out of 8 recoveries. It's better than it was. Right. Okay, maneuvers out of the way. So it's just movement, action, and revitalize limerick. I don't really see a particular reason for me to move anywhere. Probably, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here. Alright, and then as for what can I do here?
I'm loving this screamy punk.
Oh, thank you.
This is what he listens to.
Who is
so
this
much.
band?
This one is We the Heathens.
Nice.
Basically, this playlist is a mix of We the Heathens, Doom Scroll, and Days and Days.
All right.
I understand why you were going for the type of music that you were now.
Thank you.
In retrospect, I should have known that it was going to be a rat fight. Okay. Oh god, where are you? Alright. I think the best thing I can do is just cutting sarcasm again to the biggest baddie. I might just go for the wolf again here.
Yeah, the wolf is taking quite a bit, so I don't know how close it is to dying.
Hopefully
Might
pretty
be
close.
better targets, more like higher priority targets potentially.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, the wolf is a wild animal.
Sure. What about
The piper is a
the
captain.
yeah. Right. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, let's do that then. Let's target the Piper.
All right,
Cutting
got that
sarcasm.
sarcasm.
All right.
All right, so we'll take 5 damage, and unfortunately, it is not bleeding.
Damn it. I'm just all bad rolls.
Sometimes it be like that, but at least it took damage.
It's true.
You did
It's
deal
true.
damage.
We're
Alright.
getting somewhere. We're doing something here, boys.
And that will mark the end of your turn and your
Yes.
limerick of revitalization.
Yes. Okay.
If you want to use it on Bear Tree Windy Forest, then
Through Bear Tree Blows the Wind does not have recovery.
oh, okay, so it can't heal from this anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, they're an
fuck.
escort target.
Oh
All
shit!
right.
I kind of didn't realize that either. All right. Well, at least that simplifies things.
Yeah, it does.
As it
So-
stands, we have light at light of the thunderstorm at 13. You are at 8. Barnaby is at 15. Bean is at 2, and Mac is at -1.
Well, I feel like Mac definitely needs one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, Barnaby can't use a recovery either, right?
Yeah, Barnaby can use.
Or light of.
Yeah.
Retainers do have recoveries. Retainers have 6 recoveries
Oh, okay.
each. Although Barnaby, I believe, has already used some.
Yeah, he's used 2.
Yeah. Light of Thunderstorm hasn't, so Light of Thunderstorm still has recoveries that they could use
What
on
was-
their turn.
What was Barnaby's stamina?
15.
Oh, yeah,
You
he's
need
good.
health. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's give the other recovery to you then. Thing
Okay.
can
Remember
manage.
to mark that you are using a recovery.
Yeah, you can manage everyone else's health on their turns proper.
Thank you. So that's +8. Let's make 10.
Right. Is that got all that marked?
Yep.
Excellent. The rats are going to move now. Yeah, we're gonna have the rats move because that sounds like fun. All right, boys. It's going to be the Swift Paws, is what they're called.
Big old battle cry from Mac. Come at me!
Okay, so I guess you taunted another one over there.
All
Wow. All right.
This is fun for me. And they are going to flunge you.
They're gonna what?
Oh,
I
this is
don't
gonna
think I
hurt.
think it's meant to be lunge, not flunge. But I accidentally put a fucking F in there.
Save your flunge.
So
Hey.
you're gonna get flunged.
Now,
So
real quick.
Yes. Okay.
Minion rules. I believe it's there's a limit on how many minions can target a single individual.
No. Basically, how it works is each minion like that targets you after the first, you only get hit with like what's in the power roll once. The rest of them hit you with their free strikes. So since you all have 4 minions around you, you're both going to take a total of 6 damage from this.
Alrighty.
And for you, Mac, they're going to send you up here, and then they get to shift. Well. And for you, Thene, they're going to put you over here and do much the same.
Alright.
Alright, and that will be their turn.
Okay, so that make it my turn?
That
Please?
would make it your turn, yes.
Okay. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is move Light of the Thunderstorm. 1, 2, 3.
Alrighty.
And stabbity stab.
Right, now I will say, before you roll, you get an edge because you're flanking.
Very nice. Alright. Okay. Not bad.
Alright, excellent. 5 damage. That will, of course, once more, this Raid in White falls as you hear just... and as it goes prone, you just see Light of the Thunderstorm standing behind it, bloody to knife. And one next to it also ends up getting cut pretty deep.
Nice.
They remain in fighting form, so to speak.
Okay. So then I'm going to move him back out of there. 2 spaces.
Alright.
Alright. And then
What will you do?
Question:
one
Did he
moment.
gain any clarity at the beginning of his turn?
Oh, well, he should have.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay then.
One
That'll put
clarity.
me
Ah.
at 4. I'm not sure I want to use that attack though. I think. Okay, so remind me of exactly how push works. So let's say I was able to push this one at the bottom for 7. Well, wait a second. I'd have to move and get like behind them, right? Like if I wanted to push, I'd have to move here to push because they can only go in one direction, right?
Yeah, they only go directly away from you.
Yeah, so. But how does that work? So let's say I was there and I hit him for 7 push. And what's that gonna do to the other 2 folks here?
Well, when he hits this guy, the force movement would immediately stop, and both of them would take 7 damage. Totaling 14 to the minion pool.
Okay. And so that would be pretty good. And if it was, let's see. Okay, let's try that. We're gonna try the kinetic grip. You lift and hurl your foe away. I'm gonna move 1, 2
You're going to be taking 2
places.
damage from freeze strike.
Yes.
Okay, no matter what, pretty much, right?
If you move
Yeah,
there,
that just
yes.
happens.
Yeah, so I'll take 2 damage. Putting me at 2 stamina. Alright. And then, yeah, we'll hope for a good roll.
Luck.
Hiya. Wait, that didn't work. Hiya. Oh my god.
All right. So you. Hey,
Oh, I forgot about the bottom part of that. I can slide them too. Wasn't thinking about that. But I don't know if it
you
matters.
want to slide them too?
Let me think about that.
I mean,
It'll
would
get
like
you another 4 damage out of it.
yeah, you could like slide them into each other and then push, so that would actually turn this 6 damage into 10.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So you do that. And in slamming into each other, these two just fall down limp to the ground. And that one ain't looking too hot neither, to be honest with you. It's looking like its resolve is about to.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Good deal. That worked then. Happy with that.
You, I believe, still have a maneuver, as well as
Yeah,
movement.
so I think I'm gonna use the maneuver to catch my breath unless no, yeah, I'm gonna use it to catch my breath. So
Do not forget, you also should still have a potion that you can use as well. I believe that you haven't used it yet.
is that a maneuver or
It's a
Yeah, it's a
maneuver
maneuver
to
to
use
use
it, and you actually it works just the same as using a recovery, but without using a recovery.
oh yeah, okay.
The only
So
upside to keeping it is, like we had also discussed earlier, you can use a maneuver to give that to somebody else instead.
And it can
right,
also
if
be
it
used
really
for
came
clear
down to it.
condition instead of using
Yeah, we use
suspender
clear
recovery.
condition. Oh,
So I mean, me and Light of the Thunderstorm took out 3 of them. We kind of cleared that area a little bit. I'm gonna freaking take a second to catch my breath.
okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
It's actually 8.
Yeah, okay. I was about to ask.
It's a shame because the basic character sheets, like on the PDFs and stuff, do have a little thing where it marks your recovery value, but these ones do not.
I mean, you could always just go in and edit it to a 9 and an 8 and a 7 for Fiend and Levi, respectively.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessary though, I don't think, because I've already, I mean, we know what our healing recovery is.
Yeah.
I believe that sends it to the wolf.
It will send it to the wolf, who, without needing to move at all, is going to target Light of the Thunderstorm and Barnaby.
Okay.
Hunt. Dealing 6 damage to both of them.
Wait.
Ooh.
Light of the thunderstorm or
Oh, sorry, no. Through bare trees blows the wind.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Wolf is not
Can
adjacent.
what's the distance of your repel? 10?
Yeah,
Would
this
you be able to
probably be a
repel
good.
one of these?
Let me see. I don't think there's even a distance on it. I think if it
It's
happens,
range
it
10.
just. Oh yeah, it is range 10. Okay. Yeah, let's half it for the bare wind trees
Barnaby
through.
will take both.
Alright. Well, with one of them halved, that is going to be 9 damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. And then the wolf is going to toss through bare trees blows the wind. Away. This way. And that will be the end of their turn. The end of the round. Another round. I'm going to gain 7 malice, putting me up to 14.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I haven't really been using it. There aren't. The thing is, like, minions can't really use stuff,
Yeah.
so it's been pretty limited. But it is a hero's turn at the top of the round.
And also, because it's the top of the round,
Hey, Levi,
Ah,
what routine?
probably still revitalizing Limerick.
All right, Levi's still playing that limerick.
alright.
Who wants
Well,
to go first?
I'm open to anybody going, but I'm in a bit of a pickle.
I could potentially. I don't know how much difference it'll make, but I could potentially do some decent damage to the wolf and the rider and restrain at least one of them if it goes well. I don't know. I mean, if we all kind of move away from the wolf, it'll have to sit there for 2 rounds, right? If I were to get restrained too. Oh no, I'd have to use a heroic resource again too, probably.
Ah, shit. That wolf shouldn't have gone as far as it did. It's actually got a stability. Oh well, live and learn.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
Do
in
any
a bit of a
damage.
pickle. I wouldn't mind going myself, though I would mostly be attacking the minions that are directly in front of me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's understandable.
fine by
Yeah.
me.
But then again, I can delay. I'm just dealing with minions.
Oh, boy.
Like I can go below half. I just
I think you
What
should
is
just go ahead
our?
and take your turn.
all right.
So what
Yeah,
were you gonna
that's-
say, Beetle?
I mean, that's fine too, but like, what is the primary concern right now? Just so I can be
Well, right
thinking
now
about
it
it.
seems
It'll
to
be the
you that the one calling all the shots seems to be the Piper.
yeah.
Like I can handle the minions attacking me if they end up going. Do not worry about me. I'm just saying that I won't be able to do much. If you can do a lot to that Piper, like right now, like really fucking hit it, take it. get rid of that Piper?
I mean, I don't know. The most I think that I'm capable of doing is harsh critic for 3 drama, which on a weak roll would deal 9 sonic damage and
Which,
negate any tier
That's
related effects of any of their abilities.
I mean,
Don't
3
forget
damage
that you
deals
can
bad.
also you have 2 more hero tokens, which you can trade in for surges. You can spend up to 3 of those on an attack to get an extra 6 damage from it.
Right.
yeah, and even on a weak roll, that's decent damage, really.
That's what I'm thinking.
Also, I do apologize. There is actually one other thing, real quick. I had misspoke before. No, never mind. I didn't.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Yeah. Goody.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I fucked up.
All right.
So yeah, anyway, that is what I would have to offer. Whether or not that needs to be the priority, I don't know.
Well, it really
I
depends on how much health it has left, I guess, you know?
I
how's
mean,
it looking?
it
I can tell you for free, it's winded.
Just below half.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
yeah, so
I
I
think
mean, yeah.
I think trying, like, making a Hail Mary play to take out that Piper is I think that's the play.
Okay. Do we want me to spend a hero token a hero hello?
Go ahead
A
and
hero
spend a hero token
Yes.
if you wish.
Okay.
Like, and keep in mind, you can see
Yeah.
how it rolls first, and then determine if you want to use a hero token to slap on another 4.
That's a good point. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do the regular roll on the Piper then, and we'll see.
That's 12
Hmm.
sonic damage. Do you want to pump that up to 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Just for
Now, is
funsies.
it
I think
plus
I'm the
4 or
only
plus
one.
6? I thought I heard
Each surge is
Gizmo
plus
say.
2. If
Oh,
you
I
use
see.
both your hero tokens, you would gain 4 surges, but you can only use a maximum of 3 to increase damage.
Now, we're only using 1 hero token here, I
Okay.
think. But also, you are going to gain drama, just in case that does matter. You gain drama at the beginning of your turn.
Oh shit! Right. Right.
Okay, so a total of 16 damage then?
You are spending that hero token to make that
Yep.
16 damage.
Yes, indeed. I've already marked it.
All right. You shout. What are you gonna say to the Piper? I'm curious.
Time to pay yourself.
Pay the Piper.
It looks at you
Yeah.
confused. It starts to wobble for a moment, and then it catches itself on the wolf before its eyes close and it passes out.
Oh,
Upon seeing the Piper gone and no longer hearing the sweet music, the wolf looks around and bolts off into the forest.
get out of here.
The other Raiden Whites, seeing that they are alone, decide they're going to live to fight another day as well.
Boo.
And they run off into the
Ooh.
forest. You have successfully fended off the raid, as well as protected through Bear Trees Blows the Wind. We're gonna end it here, but just before we do, I would like you both to mark 2 more victories for
2 more.
clearing both of the objectives of this fight.
Nice.
You said you both. Do you mean all
Yes,
of us?
all of us.
Okay.
And Light of the Thunderstorm didn't even have to die.
Both 3 of you.
You imagine.
So, yeah, we are actually down to 1 hero token still, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the end of the session. Starting on the next session, you're gonna have 3. So go ahead and reset that to 3.
Oh, hell yeah! I
Oh
forgot
hell
that!
yeah, dude!
Yeah, every session you start with 3 hero tokens, so I would very much recommend you use them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All got to use one that session too, didn't we?
Yep.
Thien never
Or
really did, but
no, I
Oh no.
used one.
Okay.
oh no, that's right. No, Mac did.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't, but
Oh
I
shit.
did
Used
use one
surges
last
that he
session.
made himself. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, hero
Well,
tokens can help you a lot. You
would
can
I
spend
Woo!
would the Piper have died if I hadn't used the hero token?
no.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Good.
That's good
Nice.
stuff.
Barely got that one.
Yeah, it had. When
Sick.
you asked me, it had 14 health. So technically,
Well,
all you
this
needed
was
to do was use one of those surges. You could have held on to the other two. Not that it mattered. Or to the other one.
Oh man, if you rolled weak and it survived with 1 health.
Dude.
No.
Well, you could have dumped another surge into it for another 2 damage. Like, even a weak, if you'd used 3 surges, would have been enough to finish the fight.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have known.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Um,
probably not. But I
and
was
I
sitting
probably
here while
wouldn't
you
have
guys were
thought.
talking, knowing that you had the keys to finishing the fight in your hands right there.
Yeah. Ah, that
yeah.
was good.
I
That was
wasn't sure
fun.
that
Yeah.
we were gonna survive that for
I
a minute.
I
really
wasn't
wasn't.
either.
I
Uh,
certainly wasn't sure that the NPCs were gonna survive.
I had 100% faith the entire time. I felt like a god.
Well, you would have. That's fair.
Even when you were bleeding from
Literally,
your
Mac the
anus.
Phoenix rising from the ashes.
That being said, I've turned into a pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
you're
it. You're
fine.
I have
done.
to go.
You
Yeah.
go.
That's all she wrote.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks, y'all. We'll see you next time. Been
Yeah.
fun.
See ya.
All right.
Bye, all.
And with that, yeah, that will be the end. If you're still here, thank you for being here. And hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night.